Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to recite Surat al-Falaq step by step. Okay, so we're going to start off with the first verse of Surat al-Falaq. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق. So you want to make sure that first for the word قل to circle your lips and use the deepest part of your tongue, and to also rise the back of your tongue to make the qaf heavy, and return your lips back to normal positioning because the lam has sukoon. So qul, not like don't extend your lips and it's not like you're smiling. You're just bringing your lips back to normal. Qul, and then a'udhu. You want to make sure to open your mouth and press hard on the hamza. It's not not a'udhu, a'udhu. And the ayn is you push the air above your Adam's apple, and the ayn has a dhamma, and it's followed by a waw with sukoon, which makes it 2 counts. So a'udhu. So it's an original mad. And after that, there's a val. A'udhu, just push your tongue to your 2 upper teeth. A'udhu, the tip of like the tip of your tongue. A'udhu, and then the word bi rabbi. Um, the ba, just your lips touch. You press your lips together. B, and make sure to drop your lower jaw for the kasra. Bi rabbi, and the ra has a fatha. So you want, and also because the ra has a fatha, you make it heavy. So bi rabbi, not bi rabbi, bi rabbi, and after that is al falaq. So also in the word bi rabbi, the last ba has a shadda, which means that it's like you're saying 2 bas, one with sukoon and one with a kasra. Bi rabbi, bi rabbi, you're holding it. And then the last word of this verse is al-falaq. So the fa has a fatha, the lam has a fatha, and the qaf has a qalqala. Bi rabbil falaq, falaq. Make sure the qaf it's a qalqala letter, so you have to bounce your tongue at that area that you're making the sound of the letter. So for qaf it would be falaq, aq, falaq. قل أعوذ برب الفلق. So the second verse of Surah Al-Falaq is من شر ما خلق. So the start of this verse is من شر, and we're going to focus on that because it's repeated 3 more times in this surah. So من شر ما خلق. So for the min, it's not min, it's min, like it's like it has a fa when it's followed after with the next letter. So not on all cases, but it makes a nasal noise. So you're not actually using your tongue to hit your teeth, your teeth. So you're not hitting to make that noon sound. It's min sharri. So you also want to keep your tongue down on the bottom of your mouth and keep it flat. Min sharri ma khalaq. And then sharri, the sheen is light, and it's not sharri. Sharri, the ra has shadda, So it's like you're saying two ra's, one with sukoon and one with kasra. من شر ما خلق. The meme is also light in ma, so it's not من شر ما خلق. من شر ما خلق. And the kha has a fatha, so does the lam. من شر ما خلق. So make sure that the kha is heavy. Kha. من شر ما خلق. So you want to make sure that the kha it's heavy. So من شر ما خلق, not خلق. خلق. And the lam, you want to make sure that the transitioning is like smooth. خلق. And the qaf has qalqala, and so you bounce. You want to make sure to make that bounce. خلق. And the letters of qalqala are qutb jad. So that's qaf, fa, ba, jim, and dad. Qutb jad. So the second verse of Surat al-Falaq sounds like this in the end. من شر ما خلق. So the third verse of Surat al-Falaq is وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ. So we already have the pointers for وَمِن شَرِّ in the previous verse, so just go a little earlier in the video for those pointers. So we're gonna go straight to the word غاسق. So the word غاسق, the ghain, it's like when you gargle water, it comes from that area. So غاسق, and the sin it comes out like a sound, like snake sound. غاسق, and the ghain is heavy, so it's gha, not gha, gha. غاسق إذا وقب. And the qaf, it's as if you're saying a qaf and it's followed by a noon. غاسقين as a kasra, so غاسقين إذا وقب. And no nasal sound on the qaf. غاسقين, make it clear. غاسقين. And after that is the word إذا وقب, the words إذا وقب. So إذا, it's just kasra on the hamza, and the then, it's you're pushing your tongue to your two upper teeth. إذا, the, and it's two counts. So it's like an original mad. إذا وقب. And the waw has a fatha and the qaf has a fatha, and the waw in waqab is light. It's not wa, it's waqab. And the ba also has a qalqala, so it's a bounce. You're gonna make that bouncing effect. إذا وقب, وقب. So this verse sounds like this in the end. ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب. So the next verse is وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. So I'm gonna go straight to the word نَفَّاثَاتِ. The noon has a shadda, which makes you have to do that nasal sound for two counts. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. And the tha and the fa, they both have alifs after them, which gives them an original med. So it's two counts. Naffathati, not naffathati, naffathati. And the ta has a kasra, so you just drop your lower jaw. And then the word fil uqad, you're kind of combining the word fi and al-uqad. So it's fil uqad. And the ayn, it has a dhamma, so you want to circle your lips. Uqad. The dal also has a qalqala, which gives it that bouncing effect. Fil uqad. ومن شر النفاثات في العقد. So the last verse of Surah Al-Falaq is وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ. So we already have the pointers for وَمِن شَرِّ in the past 3 verses, so you can find those anywhere. And then the word حَاسِدٍ, it's a heavy, it's like a heavy breathing sound for the ha, like you're heavily breathing. حاسد, and the sin has a kasra. حاسي, حاسدين, and the dal has kasratain, so it sounds as if you're saying a dal with a noon on it, like followed by it. حاسدين, and then either it's a hamza kasra, so e, not iza, e. Either it's a the, not ze. Either the tip of your tongue has to hit your 2 upper teeth for the dal sound. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا, and then the word hasad, the ha fatha and the sin fatha. Hasad, and the dal has a qalqala, so you make that bouncing sound. Hasad. So the verse finally sounds like this. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.